Well, the throw was right.
That wouldn't have passed.
Still a spot. Yeah, remember that time they had they're still good at performance. At least this time, y'all. I know.
All right, everybody, quick update. After the game, Coach Reid is feeling ill, and we're checking him out right now out of precaution. Everything right now looks fine, but he's getting checked out. So Coach Tobe will handle, assistant head coach will handle post-game presser, and then we'll have players, and I'll give you guys an update as soon as I have it, okay? Thank you.
All right, everybody, that was a tough one. I thought the guys played hard, very hard. It's really hard to overcome 4 turnovers. I think that was the story of the game. Offense, defense, special teams, everybody played hard. Floor is yours.
Coach, based off of what we've seen the last couple of weeks, was it a concerted effort this week for the team to try to establish the run, 186 yards rushing today?
Yes, yeah.
You are playing,
Yeah, no question. I mean, Clyde had over 100 yards, I believe, right? I mean, it was, it's, yeah, we always want to establish a run. We thought we could move the ball. I mean, obviously that way we did. I mean, we were knocking them off the ball, but we just, you know, you gotta secure the football. You know, turnovers. You know, in the NFL, I mean, it shows. I mean, every time you get a team that loses the turnover battle is going to lose, and we had 4 of them, and we're still in the game. I mean, I think it says a lot about our team. Our guys are down right now, obviously. You know, this one hurts. Everybody's going to bounce back, and we're going to have a real good week this week.
What did you see on the 4th and 10th play that they called that pass interference on? Yeah, what did you see there?
From my vantage point, I mean, it was hard. It was hard to tell. I mean, you'd have to go back and look at the tape to really see it. You know, it was a bang play. It's just unfortunate. I mean, those things happen. I mean, those things go both ways.
Coach, who talked to the team after?
Hold, excuse me.
Are you aware that they called that on Baker? Is that who they called that penalty on? It seemed to be unclear.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm not sure.
Coach, who talked to the team afterwards? Was Coach Reid?
Coach, yes, Coach.
What was the message to the team?
Coach, it was the same message. You know, he just wasn't feeling well after that. He did talk to the team, which was a good talk. Pretty much, I reiterated exactly what he said. You know, turnovers, you got to overcome the turnovers. We got to quit the turnovers, and it's not about effort. I mean, our guys are playing hard. You know, that's not it at all. We just got to clean it up. We got to clean up our football, and you know, and that's where he left it. Yes.
Did you notice anything during the game?
No, not at all. Not at all. I just think he just was feeling a little ill at the end, you know, and I think he's fine. You know, I think he's going to be fine.
Coach, well, since you guys lost 2 in a row, where are you going?
Yeah, this is unusual for us. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I mean, it's, you know, a little bit of a crossroads for us. I think our guys, I mean, we got great leadership, and our guys are going to battle back. Our guys are going to battle back strong, and we're going to have a great week of practice and clean it up. We got to clean up the game, you know, to clean up the turnovers and, you know, execute on the offensive side of the ball and create turnovers on defense and stops on defense and play solid special teams, and we'll get back on track.
Last question.
To that point, you know that you've all been giving everybody the best effort through the last 3 years. I mean, seeing that you know where you are now in this division, what's the message you want to the team going forward?
Right the ship. I mean, we haven't been here, you know, recently, but we've been there before. It's been a while, but we got to get right back on the, you know, back in the win column again, and everything will be fine. I mean, I think that's what we need to do.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Man, it's completely, we just lost, you know, so it's not going to be upbeat or just happy, but it's understanding that, you know, from the offensive standpoint, we can't turn the ball over, and it's just that 4 turnovers in a game is completely unreasonable just for us, and we completely understand that. So, you know, it's supposed to hurt because, you know, this is our profession and this is what we do, and we want to come out with a W. But, you know, ultimately we watch the film, see what we can get corrected. And right now we know it's turnovers. We kind of beat ourselves up. And, you know, as far as everything that I feel and everything that I've seen, you know, from the offensive standpoint, turnovers is what killed us. We don't go into the game saying, we gonna just give you the ball, or, and you're supposed to go out there and do what you should do. It's the game plan. We go out there and we execute, and the things that's open, we continue to run, and the things that's not, we don't run. It's a call sheet with over 200-300 plays. So ultimately, we know what we can run as far as any coverages or anything that we see. The run game was working, so we ultimately kind of stuck with it in some points of the game. And at the time, I had the high hand, so we kind of just kept rolling with it.
There's something different on that fumble that happened this time around, 'cause the next carry you had, you obviously had a fumble. Did the defender do something different than last week?
Well, two different runs, two different ways I actually fumbled the ball. So, the today was actually I was on the way down, kind of rolled up on a guy, not really knowing what was going on, and I ended up getting hit from the back. So, didn't really see the defender coming, so I really couldn't tell you. But that's pretty much it.
What did you get assist from Andy Reid in that even 1 second?
From who?
From Andy Reid. What did he say in the locker room? Did you tell that he was not going to locker?
As far as he came in halftime and kind of gave us his.
No, I'm asking after the game.
Oh yeah, we talked. I mean, he came in, and I know I probably had like an on-field interview or whatever after the game, and then he came in and pretty much. I mean, it's not going to be over the top as far as him getting on. We are professionals. We know what we did wrong. We all know what we need to get corrected. So, he comes in, he ultimately tells us. I mean, it's not necessarily going to be all right, but it's the things that we can get fixed that can make it all right. And that's what we need to go in and go in and handle tomorrow. That's just what it is. Watch the film tonight and see what we can get corrected, and come in tomorrow and handle our business.
I think what he's asking is the coach didn't come in here after the game because they said he wasn't feeling very well. Did you notice anything after the game with Coach Reid that he wasn't feeling well after he talked to you guys on there?
I mean, y'all telling me some news that I just got, so I'm sorry for not completely answering the question. So I'm sorry, my bad.
But individually, you ended up having a nice outing after the fumble. Just what did you mentally kind of do on the sideline when you caught the ball up for the second week in a row and were able to continue running?
I mean, I got picked up by my teammates, but I mean, I go out there and play my game. I've always told my coaches, always told everybody who I communicate with, when I put my helmet on, that's my time to kind of be myself and be me. And things happen. So fumbles gonna happen. I play running back. I'm gonna get the ball. I mean, it's not you're not gonna have your whole career with no fumbles. And it felt like that last year, but came to a complete halt within the last 2 weeks. But it's really about how you respond, man. And I mean, just my whole life. Not the longest life so far, but I probably had some trials and tribulations that's more, that's a little tougher than the normal individual. So as far as me bouncing back from something like that, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's just a game. It's my likelihood, but like I say, when I put my helmet on, that's my time to be me.
When you had the three turnovers, what was Hank saying on the side, and then what was the message at halftime?
Be ourselves. And I mean, you can watch the film. Anybody can watch the film. Y'all will see that we obviously beat ourselves, and just going out there and just trying to execute. Looking the ball in, having two hands on the ball. It's those small, minute details that hurt us. Like we say, it's a game of inches, and it's gonna be those small things that we see on film that a step here, a step there that we feel like will make the difference. And just to say we had 4 turnovers, to say it still kind of came down to the wire like that, it shows that we kicked ourselves in the and we just got to step up from that situation and not turn the ball over. And it sounds like a broken record, but we understand that's just what we have to do.
You guys have had one of the most explosive offenses the past couple of years in the NFL. Are teams figuring you guys out, or you guys beating up?
To account for years before that, I mean, like last year, it felt good. It felt like we are the most explosive offense, and that's just what we feel. We feel that way. I wouldn't say people really figured us out. It's the fact that, like I said, we We had 4 turnovers, man, and if we don't have the 4 turnovers, I feel like this is a completely different outcome in the game and completely different feeling in this room. So that's just what it is.
Does that change the way you guys look at this team? You guys are in last place in the AFC West. That's what they're all going to be saying nationally.
What I mean, as
Does this change the way you guys look at this team? Is this a gut punch?
yeah, I mean, any loss is a gut punch. We could have been playing any team, and having an L on your record is not why we do it, man. You know, I always say the 2 most important letters in this game is the W and the L, and if you're not receiving W's, then obviously you're getting L's, and that's just not a good feeling. Complete competitor. That's what everybody is in our room and in this organization, and you know, being on a losing end right now is not the best feeling, but it's always a gut punch and really understanding what can I do to not have this feeling in the future, and it's about knowing what you can do as far as to correct it, be a professional, go in and get the job done, and make it happen next week.
Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks, bye.
Patrick, can you give us a sense of just the mood in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, everybody's, I'm not going to say down, but everybody's not happy with how we played. It's when you take a loss to a division opponent at home, it's not usually a good thing. We haven't done a lot of that at my time here. So it's just how you respond. I mean, we got a long season ahead of us. It looks real dim right now, but if you can find a way to get better from this and find a way to win these games at the end of the games, we'll be where we want to at the end of the season.
What is your level of concern with the way things have played out the last 2 weeks and whether those things will be long lasting?
I mean, not a lot. I mean, we scored 24 points with 4 turnovers. I mean, you're not going to win games with 4 turnovers in this league. We were moving the ball the way we wanted to, and we got ourselves back in the game and gave ourselves a chance at the end. So there's not much concern. It's just about going in and putting in the work every single week.
How's Andy doing?
Yeah, I mean, he came in and talked to us, and he seemed fine. So that's all I really know.
Anything different from what you saw on the sideline?
No, not at all. I mean, he seemed fine on the sideline as well.
On the second turnover, Patrick, with the second turnover, it looked like you were trying to get Kelsey on a scramble. Did the wind play a factor at all, or was it just a misconnection?
No, I mean, it was just misconnection. He rolled out, and I thought he was about to roll, like, kind of towards the sideline. I was going to throw it up with him, and he usually is pretty good at jumping up and catching those. And then right when I threw it, he kind of cut back, and it's one of those things where I probably shouldn't throw it, especially in that situation, but there's been many times where we've made that work and made a big play on it.
First 4 drives, a little sloppy, talk about the turnovers. The next 4, you score, you get points. What was the difference in between those 2 stretches, and how do you play more consistently as we saw in the second 4?
We just held on to the ball, and I didn't throw an interception. I mean, every play didn't change the game plan at all. All we did was just hold on to it. We were moving the ball the first 4, so we just held on to the football, and we got points.
And I remember you saying, I see it when I believe it, with Justin Herbert. What did you see from that?
I guess I believe it. That's all you can say.
We haven't had, the Chiefs haven't had a type of turnover type games that they beat the Los Angeles Rams in 2018. With the 3 first half turnovers as well, what did you were kind of in the middle of the sideline, what was your message to your teammates at that time, and what was the mood, and what did you say at halftime to kind of change things in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, the mood never really changed. Like I kind of said, I mean, we were moving the football. We just weren't executing when we got to the red zone. The play that I threw to Kemp, I tad behind him, and it kind of popped up in the air and got an interception. Probably if he catches it, probably is a touchdown. The run that Clyde had, he makes a guy miss, makes a great run, got spun weird, ball comes out. You throw the ball to Tyreek, who never fumbles, and he gets the ball perfectly hit at the perfect time to fumble. So, I mean, it's not like we weren't doing things the right way like we always do. We just didn't execute whenever it came down to it. And in this league, when you're playing teams like them, like the Chargers, they're a good football team. If you don't execute, you don't win football games.
Patrick, this is the first time you've been in last place in the division since you've been here. No way of knowing for sure how this team's going to respond, but what's your sense in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll be ready for the challenge really early in the season. Obviously, we haven't had many of these we haven't had any since I've been playing quarterback here. Where we're behind all these teams in our division. But the bright spot is we got a long season to go, so it's just going to be how we respond and how we go to work every single day.
Patrick, you explained what you meant the 20 thing, right? About winning every
Yep.
practice, every snap, all that. Where are you guys on that sort of daily concentration and focus? Where you guys at?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're getting better. I mean, if you watched us, I thought the offense played good other than the turnovers. I thought the defense stepped up and played and really kept us in that game for a long time there. I think we're getting better as a unit. I mean, it's this game. It's a tricky deal. I mean, if you don't play your best football every single week, you're going to lose. Every team has NFL players. Every team is good. And so I think we're getting better. We'll find ourselves. We'll find ourselves over time. And with the guys we have in this locker room, I'm sure we'll find ways to win.
Patrick, the one play where you fumbled, they hit you pretty hard on that scramble. Take me through what it was like at the bottom of that pile, fight for that one that came out. Right?
Yeah, it wasn't much. I mean, I probably should have slid. Like everybody told me I probably should have slid, but I was trying to score a touchdown. It wasn't that the hit that hurt me. I just fell directly on the football, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So I kind of the breath. I just lost my breath, but I was on it the entire time.
You looked a little bit sore after that play. Are you feeling okay now?
Yeah, I feel fine. I just couldn't breathe at the time. I was trying to kind of catch my breath, and when you full weight of you and the guy behind you falls directly with the football in your stomach, it usually doesn't feel too good.
And with the pick where you were trying to find Travis Kelce, was that one of these moments where you guys were improvising and it just like I just wonder if you can elaborate on that?
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, if you look, he kind of rolls to the right, and he saw me. We actually kind of talked about it. He saw me kind of reset, and usually when I reset, he kind of cuts back, and I usually find him. That's where we saw the touchdown in Baltimore last week. But at the exact time I was releasing it, he kind of went to reset. I mean, it happens. I mean, obviously we want to take care of the football in that situation, but we've made a lot of big plays happen in my career on that, so I'll never lose that kind of part of me.
All right, thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
Andy, what did you get any kind of explanation from the referee on that pass interference call?
No, not really. I didn't really see the whole play. But I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I mean, we can't change the call or anything like that. So.
Did they call it on DeAndre or?
Yeah, I think it was a holding on him. I think they called a holding. I'm not sure if it's. I don't think it was a pass interference. I think it was a holding because they only got 5 yards. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We got to live with it. Go back to work here on Tuesday.
Anthony, what's it like when you guys? It seems like everybody's going to go for a lot of fourth downs. That's what the world is now.
Mm-hmm.
Were you surprised at that spot when they were going to go 4th and 5, and then they didn't care they're going to go 4th and 10?
To be honest, that's what we're expecting now. Teams are doing everything possible to not put the ball back in Pat's hands, and sometimes you got to go for it on 4th down, and we realize that. Like for us, I think we had a pretty good call, and we had pretty tight coverage. I mean, that's all you can ask for on 4th downs. So.
You're going to want to do the game. Spike said the other day that points is what he's concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
You give up 30, but given that the offense had the turnovers today, did you feel that the defense made some steps forward or something like that?
Yeah, and for the points only matters when you win. You know, it's okay to if you give up 40 and lose, it's you're doing no good. It's whatever we can do to win the game. So I'm sure Spags was saying that if we came out last week with a win, it'd have been okay. If we gave up that many points, if we'd came out with a win with this one. So at the end of the day, it's about winning and losing. Points it matters, but it really doesn't. So we gave up too many points today and lost. So that's how we look at it. It's either did you win or lose, and we lost.
And you mentioned giving up points, and here we are 3 games in, and I'm sure you're going to want to review the tape. What do you think are some of the issues that are going into the red zone defense? Teams seem to be scoring and moving out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. I mean, and that was our goal this year is to get better. So that's a little frustrating. Focusing on that all off season, OTAs and camp, and 3 straight games, and teams are scoring 7 points down there. So we just got to get it fixed some way, somehow. Now our coaches are going to be digging in the film and self scouting and things like that for this week. So we got to get it right. I'm one of the leaders on this defense, so I'll be the first one to say, look, I messed up. If I'm wrong, and I'm just trying to get it right so we can win. Because if you think about it, if you get down there and you give up 3 points versus 7, that's a 4 point swing. So if a team gets down there 3 times, that could be a different ball game out there. So yeah, we got to try to give up 3 instead of 7. You know.
So what are the issues there?
I mean, there's not just you can't just point one. I just think I can't talk for other position groups. I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, it's the DBs or D line. All I can say as the linebackers, we got to continue to be downhill in the red zone and match our coverage a little tighter. So I'm not going to speak on no other positions besides my own.
Pitch, what did you see from Justin Herbert today, and especially the connection with Mike Williams and what they were able to do?
What's that?
What did you see from specifically Justin Herbert today, and especially the connection with Mike Williams and their ability to be on the same page?
Yeah, I mean he's a good young quarterback. Got a lot of upside. Big, tall, strong arm. So I mean we knew we had our hands full. Our conference is tough. In my opinion, it's one of the best in the league. So every time we have a conference game, we really got to like amp it up a little more. So uh, hats off to them, man. They did a good job coming in and having a good game plan and executing it, and just out execute us at the end. So yeah.
Played in a lot of seasons, so I understand that you probably know that when you play close games, they go either way.
hmm
How many of them went your way last year? When they don't go your way in back-to-back weeks, is there a feeling of a little bit of surprise or shock off the bat?
I mean, we've been here before, like you said, but we was on the other side of just winning. But yeah, it is a little frustrating when it comes down to one possession, every week, and we don't capitalize, as a team, not just one play here or one play there. So it's as a team. So yeah, I just think we just got to keep grinding away. The years before we won the Super Bowl and went to the Super Bowl, we won those close games. So that's just showed you how small the margin is in the NFL. Every game's coming down in one possession. We just found it a way to win. So, I mean, we'll be all right. We're just going to go back and start grinding and get on this win streak, and then all this stuff will be behind us, man. We're just grinding away, working, and just to get back on that winning side.
Anthony, one more red zone question, if I can. The first 3 touchdowns, especially, guys were just wide open.
Yeah.
Was that miscommunication? Is that they were doing something they hadn't seen before?
Yeah, so they hurried up on us on 2 of them. They did a late substitution, and the rules is we should be able to sub, right? And obviously they didn't see that part. They subbed real quick, and by the time we didn't give us a chance to sub, so by the time we did, a lot of guys weren't on the same page. So I mean, as the middle linebacker, I take fault in all those just because I'm the one setting everybody up. Uh, if I don't get a call from Spags, I need to get a call out there so we can play something. So, I mean, I'd be the first one to say I will be better in the future, get my guys ready in the red zone quicker and anticipate. Because once teams see this, they're going to just copycat. That's what most teams do. So uh, I'll be ready next week if the Eagles try to come out fast in the red zone.
Pitch, I know after a loss, it's what did we do wrong? We did this wrong, we did that wrong. But what are some of the bright spots that you guys had, if you look at last week and then this week?
Mhm. Yeah, I just think I mean, we stopped the run pretty well today, and without using the eighth defender, we had a lot of 7-man boxes and stopping the run. So I think that was a plus. But I think they came out wanting to run the ball, and we talked them out of that very early. So we just got to keep working on that too, man. I mean, all I can say is just keep working because next week the Eagles, I think they're top in the lead in running the ball as well. So. We just gonna have to go back to work and just keep working. That's all you can do. Ignore all the noise, keep working, just stay focused. It's a long season. They added an extra game, so we in for the long run. So we signed up for this. We'll be all right.
Anthony, I know you've been through these situations before. The fan base is going to feel like the sky's falling. But for you guys in the locker room, is it better to be emotional, maybe frustrated or angry after a stretch like this? Or is it better to stay kind of even keeled and just keep working on the things you can control? Which do you think helps you guys get going?
Yeah, I think everyone's different. We get a day off tomorrow, so I mean, if your emotions are high or low, you can express it out the way you want. Me, I'm very even keeled. Win or lose, bad game, good game. I'm always looking forward to the next week and getting better. So I think everyone uses it a different way. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Tuesday and we in the building, we just got to go to work. But yeah, for me, I'm just even keeled. Win, lose, play good or play bad. There's always room for improvement.
Okay, thanks, Hitch. Thank you.
See you guys.
All right, guys, that's it for today.
Did
See you all soon at noon tomorrow.
Ted said he might have an update. Is there anything new
We'll
on?
keep posted when we do, yeah.